revise in, this is the last doubt session for this course that I will be taking. So in this we'll revise from the week 7 to week 12. In this, first of all, we'll see the what was the anatomy of the respiratory system. We studied about respiratory system, the alimentary canal, and the endocrine system. So we'll study about that. So in this we'll first see the anatomy, the conducting zone that provides the rigid conduits for air to reach the sites of gas exchange, includes respiratory structure which are nose, nasal cavity, pharynx, trachea and bronchi. Okay, and the respiratory zone, this is the site of gas exchange, consists of bronchioles, alveolar ducts and alveoli. Okay, so this was the anatomy of what the respiratory system. We all know there is a nasal passage, there is nostrils, nasal passage, trachea, bronchioles and lungs finally for the gases exchange. Okay, so this is was just this showing you the anatomy of this respiratory tract, and this is the division of how from trachea, bronchi are formed, then bronchioles and other structures. Okay, and this next further we studied about the different kinds of respiratory volumes, that is the inspiratory reserve volume, the tidal volume, the inspiratory capacity, the vital capacity and the total lung capacity. Depending upon there is one thing, that is the residual volume, which always stays in our lungs. It is never leaving the lungs. This much air, that is around 1200 ml of air will always be there in the lungs, which is called as the residual volume, and rest all volumes are depending upon what we are exhaling and what we are inhaling. Upon depending upon that, these kind of things are there. Okay, after that there are the shift of the oxygen hemoglobin dissociation curve, their importance for oxygen transport. Okay, so in this we have seen that how the change in the pH can decrease the carbon dioxide partial pressure in the blood and can increase the partial pressure of carbon dioxide in the blood. So this figure shows that when the blood becomes slightly acidic with the pH decreasing from normal value of 7.4 to 7.2, the oxygen hemoglobin dissociation curve shifts on average and about 15% to right. That means कि अगर pH जो है वो decrease होगी तो curve will shift towards right, and if the pH will increase the curve will shift towards left. That means the partial pressure of oxygen in blood will increase or decrease depending upon the pH of the blood. So this curve shows that, and it is called as the Bohr effect. Okay, this is called as the Bohr effect, and also according to the change in temperature, the curve also shifts. This is because when the temperature is decreasing, then the percentage saturation of hemoglobin with oxygen will obviously decrease, and with increase in temperature it will increase. ठीक है, तो affinity of oxygen affinity of hemoglobin for oxygen is affected by temperature also. ठीक है, and also the oxygen binding to hemoglobin shows a cooperative binding. ठीक है, binding of oxygen to hemoglobin is known as cooperative binding because the binding of successive oxygen molecule facilitates binding of the next. ठीक है, तो ऐसा क्या होगा कि अगर एक ऑक्सीजन मॉलिक्यूल इज बाउंड टू वन हीमोग्लोबिन मॉलिक्यूल, then it will increase the affinity of other three hemoglobin molecule to bind to the consecutive oxygen. And जब फोर्थ ऑक्सीजन मॉलिक्यूल आके बाइंड करता है हीमोग्लोबिन से, तो affinity have increased to 300 times. Okay, so this is one most important thing, and this is just you showing the two types of chain in the total hemoglobin molecule, the two alpha chains and two beta chains. After that this is just to show you कि हम histidine is the molecule, histidine is the amino acid where the oxygen actually binds through the iron atom that is attached to this histidine. So it is just to show you the space and the place. After that we have studied about the smooth muscles. Okay, the gastrointestinal smooth muscles function in a syncytium. They are arranged in a way that they function in a syncytium. They pass on the message to each other so that all the muscles can work in a harmony and the contraction can happen in a syncytium. Okay, they have some attachments at their endings. We'll see here if you can see it here. These kind of attachments in between can help them in work in a syncytium. And smooth muscles, we all know, are the involuntary muscles. And the gastrointestinal tract has a longitudinal muscle layer, a circular muscle layer. There are different kind of muscle layers in them. Next thing is, we studied about the liver cells. The liver cells, as I told you already when we studied about the liver cells, they are hexagonal cells and they have a triad of vessels at every corner of the hexagon. There are two distinct sources that supply blood to the liver, including the following: oxygenated blood flows in from the hepatic artery, nutrient rich blood flows in from the hepatic portal vein, and these kind of supplies are maintained so that the blood can be detoxified by these hepatic cells, and the Kupffer cells are also there for this kind of work and also for the immunogenic responses. So these are the hepatic cells. And this is just to show you कि cirrhosis जब हो जाती है liver में, when the liver starts getting deteriorated or the cells are getting destroyed, तो उस case में this is how the liver looks. ठीक है. And also there is one more secretion is there in the liver, that is bile. Bile का function क्या होता है? It emulsifies the large fat particles of the food so that it can be reabsorbed easily and it can be further broken down into the smaller parts for its further usage. And it is also important for the excretion of several important waste products from the blood. These include especially bilirubin and end product of hemoglobin destruction. ठीक है. After that, this is what the endocrine physiology. उसके बाद हमने endocrine system के बारे में पढ़ा. We have endocrine glands here. Sorry, does anyone wants to say anything? No.
No, ma'am.
Okay. So this is endocrine system: the pineal gland, the pituitary gland, the thyroid gland, the parathyroid glands, and the thymus gland. Okay. So these are the glands that are forming what? The endocrine system, the pancreas and the kidney. Also in kidney we have the adrenal glands, which are making this endocrine system. And ovaries also, they also secrete some hormones which are important for this. The chemical structure and synthesis of hormones, there are three general classes of the hormones depending upon their composition: the proteins and polypeptides, the steroids hormone, and the derivatives of amino acid tyrosine. Okay. This protein and polypeptides, they are actually what? They are secreted by the anterior and posterior pituitary glands, the pancreas, insulin and glucagon, and the parathyroid gland is what? The proteins and polypeptides. These are larger than the small peptide. These are actually made up of the many amino acid chains. That is why they are called as the proteins or polypeptide chain. Then the steroid hormones, which are actually the derivatives of the cholesterol. These can be progesterone, aldosterone, testosterone, estrogen, and all. Then the derivatives of amino acid tyrosine, the T4 and T3, which are secreted from the thyroid gland. Norepinephrine and epinephrine are also what? Derivatives of amino acid tyrosine. So these are three types of hormones which are secreted in our body under the endocrine system. And this is just to show you the chemical nature of these different types of hormones. Then next is the action of these hormones. So we all know that the cells in our body are having the outer layer which is a bilipid layer. ठीक है. So क्या होगा कि लिपिड लेयर है तो उसकी वजह से फॉस्फोलिपिड बाइलेयर है, उसकी वजह से जो हमारे स्टेरॉइड हार्मोन्स हैं दे कैन क्रॉस द मेम्ब्रेन इजीली, बट जो पेप्टाइड हार्मोन्स हैं या जो अमाइनो एसिड डेरिवेटिव हार्मोन्स हैं दे कैन नॉट क्रॉस द मेम्ब्रेन इजीली. तो उनके जो रिसेप्टर्स होंगे दे विल बी प्रेजेंट ऑन द सेल मेम्ब्रेन ओनली, बट जो स्टेरॉइड हार्मोन्स होंगे दे कैन एंटर इनसाइड द सेल एंड दे कैन एक्ट अपॉन देयर रिसेप्टर्स देन एंड देयर ओनली. ठीक है. So yes, this is what they can do. This is just different types of hormones they are showing. The pituitary hormone जो anterior और posterior pituitary से secrete होते हैं, posterior pituitary से कम होते हैं, anterior pituitary से ज़्यादा होते हैं. ठीक है. So it is just as TSH, ACTH, growth hormone, LH, FSH. These are different types of hormones that are being secreted from the anterior pituitary. ठीक है. After that, the thyroid gland, we have studied about thyroid gland की situation, location क्या होती है? It is a butterfly gland and it is around our throat area. Okay, sorry, throat area. And thyroid gland में क्या होता है हमारे पास? फॉलिकुलर सेल्स होती हैं जिनके अंदर क्या होता है? कोलॉइड होता है. And the parafollicular cells will secrete calcitonin, and the follicular cells will secrete what? These will secrete are the T3 and T4 hormones, which are further processed in the bloodstream for their function. So metabolic functions के लिए these hormones are very important. Next is the adrenal gland. Adrenal gland is present just right above our kidneys. A pair of gland it is, and they secrete different types of hormones. The zona glomerulosa will secrete aldosterone. The ACTH, yeah, the zona fasciculata will secrete the cortisols, the mineralocorticoids, the glucocorticoids, and all. And the zona reticularis will secrete the androgens. Okay, and the medulla will secrete the catecholamines. Okay, the epinephrine, the norepinephrine, all. So these type of secretions are there from the adrenal glands. So this was just a quick summary of what we had studied in the last 4 weeks. And now I'll be taking up the questions from you guys. Otherwise, I have brought some questions for you guys. We can discuss them also. So if you have any questions, just tell me. Otherwise, we can take up your question. Otherwise, I'll discuss the questions that I have brought for you guys.
Ma'am, what is the difference between Haldane effect and Bode effect?
Sorry.
Bode effect and Haldane effect.
Okay, Bohr effect and Haldane effect. So Bohr effect, as I told you already, it is due to the pH. Let me just bring you back to that slide. I didn't brought back the slide of Haldane effect. I'll show you. So this
Ma'am,
is the
hemoglobin in blood can more readily combine with carbon dioxide when blood passes through the tissue. This is due to the Bode effect or Haldane effect.
दिस इज ड्यू टू द बोर इफेक्ट ओनली. क्योंकि यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है कि पीएच का चेंज हो रहा है, एंड व्हेन ब्लड इज पासिंग थ्रू द टिश्यूज देयर आर मेनी चेंजेस इन द ब्लड. ऑक्सीजन इज बीइंग रिलीज्ड. ऑक्सीजन का जो पार्शियल प्रेशर है वो डिक्रीज हो रहा है ब्लड में, विच एक्चुअली हेल्प्स दिस कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड. एक्चुअली मैं आपको एक बार पहले हाल्डेन इफेक्ट की स्लाइड दिखाती हूँ, तो इट विल बी मोर हेल्पफुल फॉर यू टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस, है ना? जस्ट गिव
Okay,
मी अ
ma'am.
सेकंड. I have to check in which station I did you guys Haldane effect. तब तक आप अपना माइक म्यूट कर लेंगे, अदरवाइज बैकग्राउंड नॉइज बहुत आ रही है. दिस इज द रेस्पिरेटरी सिस्टम, इसमें नहीं है. Okay. This is the Bohr effect. Just a moment, huh? Haldane effect. I'm not getting the slide that would have helped you understand it better. Yeah. सो होता क्या है कि जैसा कि आप लोग को पता है कि बोर इफेक्ट जो होता है, इंक्रीज इन कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड इन द ब्लड कॉजेज ऑक्सीजन टू बी डिस्प्लेस्ड फ्रॉम द हीमोग्लोबिन. ठीक है, which is an important factor in increasing the oxygen transport. But the reverse is also true. That is what Haldane effect is. ठीक है, कि क्या होगा कि बाइंडिंग ऑफ ऑक्सीजन विद हीमोग्लोबिन टेंड्स टू डिस्प्लेस कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड from the blood. Indeed, this effect is called as the Haldane effect. तो Haldane effect is basically क्या कह रहा है कि जब ऑक्सीजन बाइंड कर जाती है, हम कहाँ थे, हमारी प्रेजेंटेशन में वापस आ जाते हैं. हाँ, कि जब ऑक्सीजन बाइंड कर जाती है किससे? हीमोग्लोबिन से, तो वो हेल्प करती है कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड को डिस्प्लेस करने में. ठीक है, और कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड जैसी रेडिली कैसे बाइंड करेगी कि जब ऑक्सीजन इज बीइंग रिलीज्ड फ्रॉम द ब्लड, ऑक्सीजन का पार्शियल प्रेशर इज डिक्रीजिंग. ठीक है, और कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड का पार्शियल प्रेशर ऑलरेडी कहाँ पे? टिश्यूज में ज्यादा है, ब्लड में कम है. और हमेशा क्या मूवमेंट होती है, फ्रॉम हायर टू लोअर पार्शियल प्रेशर के केस में मैं आपको बोल रही हूँ कि फ्रॉम हाई पार्शियल प्रेशर टू लो पार्शियल प्रेशर। अब ब्लड में पार्शियल प्रेशर कम है कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड का, तो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड विल ट्राई टू मूव फ्रॉम हायर पार्शियल प्रेशर टू लोअर पार्शियल प्रेशर, और जब ये ब्लड में मूव करती है तो वहां पे ये क्या करती है, क्लोराइड शिफ्ट भी करती है, पीएच का चेंज भी करती है, which helps it to bind to hemoglobin more readily than oxygen. तो दैट्स वाई बोर इफेक्ट जो है वो मोर होता है जब हम टिश्यूज के थ्रू ब्लड को पास कर रहे हैं, और वहां पे जो है कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड इज बाइंडिंग टू हीमोग्लोबिन, क्योंकि ऑक्सीजन ऑलरेडी वहां पे रिलीज हो रही है टिश्यूज की तरफ, ना कि ब्लड की तरफ। ठीक है, तो बोर इफेक्ट का इफेक्ट वहां ज्यादा होता है, लेकिन जैसे ही जब ब्लड पहुंचता है इस हाई कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड कंटेंट के साथ एल्विलाई में, तो वहां हाल्डेन इफेक्ट लग जाता है, और वहां पे क्या होता है, ऑक्सीजन जो है वो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड को रिप्लेस कर देती है ब्लड से। समझिए आप, आई मतलब, डू यू गेट द पॉइंट?
ओके मैम।
ठीक है, और किसी का कोई सवाल? ठीक है, तो फिर हम अपने क्वेश्चंस डिस्कस करें। ठीक है जी, तो क्वेश्चन नंबर 1, व्हाट इज द मेन फंक्शन ऑफ ईसोफेगस? सबको दिख रही है ना स्लाइड? Everyone, I hope you can see the slide. So what is the question, answer of question number 1, what is the main function of esophagus is? बाकी के लोग, they won't answer?
Transport of food.
Bhakta, write the answer in chat box.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. So yes, it is the transport of food. ठीक है, which of the following secretes hydrochloric acid? Parietal cells, right. The longest part of alimentary canal is?
Small intestine.
Small intestine, great. Let's move towards the next question. The sphincter that connects the esophagus and the stomach is? बताइए कौन सा स्फिंक्टर होता है जो कनेक्ट करता है ईसोफेगस और स्टमक को?
Cardiac sphincter.
आप प्लीज आंसर जो है चैट बॉक्स में देंगे ताकि बाकी लोग भी पार्टिसिपेट कर सकें। Yes, it is cardiac sphincter. Question number 5, what is food is mixed with gastric juices by? Question number 5 का आंसर गाइस। Churning, it is right. The inner lining of stomach is protected from acid by?
Mucus.
Mucus. Very good, very good. Next question is, the large intestine is mainly responsible for what? बताइए। Water reabsorption.
Water absorption.
Very, very good. Villi are found in?
Small intestine.
सर प्लीज आंसर जो है चैट बॉक्स में दीजिए ताकि बाकी सब भी रिप्लाई कर पाए। Villi are found in small intestine. Yes. Next question is, pepsinogen is activated into pepsin by?
HCl.
चलिए जी, बाकी लोग हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड, वेरी गुड। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज, Which of the following is not secreted by pancreas? क्वेश्चन नंबर 10 का आंसर सब लोग चैट बॉक्स में दें प्लीज. Yes, sorry. Lipase तो आते हैं.
Lipase.
Yes, say it is wrong. बाकी लोग ट्राई करें प्लीज. The answer to this question is pepsin. Pepsin is not secreted by pancreas. ठीक है?
Oh, sorry.
Enterokinase activates what? 11th question का answer. Trypsinogen, right. Question number 12 का answer. Cholecystokinin stimulates gallbladder contraction. Very right. Next question. Which gland is known as the master gland?
The pituitary. See, pituitary.
Okay, Bhakta, right. It is pituitary. Hormones are secreted directly into.
Bloodstream.
Sir, please write it in the chat box तो बाकी लोग भी आंसर दे पाएं. Okay, answer is bloodstream, right? Which of the following is a steroid hormone? Estrogen, it is right.
Eight.
So these were some of the questions that I have brought for you guys. I have left some 9 or 10 questions for your practice. You can practice it. And if you guys face any issue, you can email me. I can solve it. Otherwise, all the very best for your exam. And if you have any more queries, you can ask me.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, Aditi.
In the main thing, they have written that assignment 12 will submission will be closed on Wednesday. Well, there is no assignment 12.
Yes, ma'am. There
There's
is
no
no
assignment.
assignment.
There was assignment 12. It has 3 questions. I discussed it in the yesterday's class. There is an assignment 12. Look properly, and if you have any issue, mail them. There must be some
No,
contact
ma'am, it
person.
was in
Not
the
sending mail, ma'am. 12th assignment.
There wasn't anything.
Ma'am, there is no assignment in the 12th class.
There is.
No assignment,
No
ma'am.
assignment in 12th, ma'am.
Okay, I'll try and contact the people concerned, and will let you know. Okay, what is the issue? Why the assignment is not showing? I'll let you know, guys.
Ma'am, there is a question in the percentage of oxygen in case of alveolar air, atmospheric air, alveoli, and oxygenated and reconstituted air.
Sorry, I didn't get it.
Percentage of oxygen in case of atmospheric air 21% approx. And
Yes.
then in case of alveoli, what is the percentage of oxygen? And then it goes to the oxygenated blood, percentage of oxygen, and also your deoxygenated blood and tissue also.
देखिए अगर एल्वियोलाई की अगर हम बात करेंगे तो इट मस्ट बी इक्वल टू द एटमॉस्फेयर क्योंकि एटमॉस्फेयर से ही गैस आ रही है. ठीक है.
Okay, ma'am.
तो एल्वियोलाई में तो उतनी ही होगी. और ब्लड में जनरली हम लोग मान के चलते हैं कि पर 100 ml of blood there is, if I'm not wrong, it is 20 ml of oxygen is there, जिसमें से सिर्फ 5 ml जो है वो टिश्यूज के साथ एक्सचेंज हो पाती है. बाकी की 15 ml it still stays in the blood. ये एक लेक्चर में सर ने बहुत अच्छे से एक्सप्लेन भी किया था. आई थिंक यू शुड गो थ्रू दैट लेक्चर वंस अगेन तो आपकी कंफ्यूजन्स क्लियर हो जाएंगी. इफ स्टिल यू
Okay,
फेस
ma'am.
सम काइंड ऑफ प्रॉब्लम आप मेल कर सकते हैं एंड वी लेट यू नो.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
यू आर वेलकम. एनी मोर क्वेश्चंस एनीवन?
ma'am.
यस.
Do you have any idea of how the question paper pattern is?
So sorry, I don't have any idea. It will be totally dependent upon sir how he sets the paper and what he'll give in the paper. I don't have any idea.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome. Any more questions, anyone?
Ma'am,
Yes.
actually impermeable to water. Actually, in case of nephron, what is the main part? If any question ask me,
What is the main part for what?
I mean, proximal converted, descending, loop of Henle, ascending, and distal converted and collecting duct.
Mm-hmm.
Which part is a maximum impermeable to the H2O?
Which is the maximum impermeable to water?
Yes, ma'am.
That is this ascending limb and the distal tubule. वहाँ पे आप देखिए एक्सक्रीटरी का जो सर ने लेक्चर दिया था उसमें सर ने एक इमेज भी दी है उसमें उन्होंने दिखाए हुए हैं कि एक्वापोरेंस आर हायर इन केस ऑफ प्रॉक्सिमल ट्यूब्यूल बट दे आर ऑलमोस्ट नील और वेरी लेस इन केस ऑफ डिस्टल कॉन्वोल्यूटेड ट्यूब्यूल एंड द असेंडिंग लिम्ब में फिर भी बहुत थोड़े होते हैं डिस्टल ट्यूब्यूल इज द मैक्सिमम इम्पर्मिएबिलिटी
Okay.
Any more questions?
Ma'am, which of the following does not shift the oxygen dissociation curve to the right? First number is pH, second number increased pH, second number increased carbon dioxide, third is increased temperature, and fourth is increased 2,3-DPG.
It should be, I guess, first increased pH क्योंकि
Increased
राइट को
pH.
अगर शिफ्ट होता है कर्व तो डिक्रीज्ड पीएच की वजह से होता है अभी तो दिखाया मैंने आपको कर्व कि पीएच जब डिक्रीज हो रहे तो इट इज शिफ्टिंग टुवर्ड्स
Increased pH, then right.
बाकी आप दोनों के और कोई क्वेश्चंस नहीं है राजा था भक्ता Don't you guys have any more questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, guys, if you don't have any
Okay,
more
ma'am.
questions, we can conclude the meeting. Thank you
Okay,
so
ma'am.
much for joining.
Minus marks is there, ma'am.
Yes, please ask.
Minus marks is there, ma'am.
Sorry, yours is?
Minus marks is there, ma'am.
Minus marks. Actually, I'm not very sure about it. I have to check it. I'm not very sure about it.
Negative marks is there? His question is any negative marks or not?
I know. I understood her questions, but I'm not very sure about it. If negative
No,
marking
ma'am.
is there,
I think I know that there is no a negative marks. I know.
there must not be because it is not some competitive exam. It is just to check your knowledge. How did you understand the course? So
Because
maybe there
I
must.
don't know. But in case of immunology course, someone said that there is no negative marks.
Okay, so there must be no negative marking then.
Maybe is there any rules? New rules? I don't know. But
Maybe exactly.
okay.
Okay, everyone.
Ma'am.
Thank you so much for joining. Good night, everyone, and all
Thank
the
you.
very best for your exam.
Good morning.
Okay, everyone. Okay, bye.
Good night, ma'am. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Thank you, ma'am.